don't think it's going to record you all. I think it's just going to record me. But here we go. Maiden voyage, Google Meet recording, yoga class, 2026. So glad y'all are here. Keep me in the loop if anything comes up. So I heard you mention a little bit of sluggishness or some laziness going on. In yoga, we think of they're called the gunas. There's these three energies they're actually called like threads, three threads of a human life. And one of them is sluggishness or stupor, like fatigue. It's called tamas. So when someone's tamasic, they don't want to get off the couch. They want to be inward, and we need that, right? Tamas helps put us to sleep, but it can also be too much, right? If tamas can go out of balance. And then they have rajas. Rajas is like this invigorating, activating force, right? That's what wakes us up in the morning and gives us energy, turns our food into fuel. But rajas can go out of balance. Too much rajas, we got a lot of too much rajas in our culture. I'm sure you know about too many. You just drive your car and you see too much rajas going on. The cars are like, ew. And then the third thread, so you got this rajas and you got this tamas, and you have this middle one called sattva. Sattva just like peace, and it's the balance. It's like this, you're alert, you're present, but you're calm, you're at ease. And so the yogis are trying to sort of bring the rajas down and bring the tamas up, so the swings are more even and they feel like sattva peace just kind of moves through the entire day. And they say that you can't escape these things, that these are just the tides of our life. These are meant to happen, they're meant to be there, but yet we do have the capacity to open ourselves to more sattva, more peace. And so that's what we'll think about, practice within in our practice. So a sattvic practice, we would maybe want to even our breathing, but slow it down. If we take bigger breaths or longer inhales, that's rajas, like fire. If we take longer exhales or lengthen it, that could be tamas, brings us down. But we'll try to stay right in the middle today. So sit comfortably, close your eyes or soften your gaze. You'll breathe in and out through your nose. And the first 2 or 3 rounds, you're going to count. You're just going to count for your own breath. So you count while you inhale in your mind, and then you count while you exhale. You get to 3, 5, 6, whatever. Just notice. Count 2 or 3 rounds. Count the length of the inhale and count the length of the exhale. Good. Mine was about 4. And so I'm just going to consciously try to make them the same length. And I'm going to lead you through a 4 count breath and then 6 counts. But we're trying to make it perfectly even and a little bit softer, just the amount of air that you need. So here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's try 6. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Notice if you start to feel any shift in energy as you move toward a sattvic breathing. Yeah, so start to open the body. Drop the head to your left and keep breathing, even and steady and slow. This will slowly pull up the tamas, pull up that stupor energy, and give us energy without becoming over the energized, what might feel like agitation. Swoop the head over to the right. Keep breathing. Yogis had almost a whole science dedicated to managing your energy to feel more in balance, more in alignment, moment to moment. Inhale back up. You're going to pull your arms back. You can keep your hands a little low. Pull your arms back, shoulders back. So you're toning your back muscles, toning your shoulders. And then exhale. You can put the hands on the knees or on the sides as you just drape, hang forward a little bit. Let's inhale, come up again, do the same exact thing. Pull the elbows and shoulders back, hands back. So you feel the shoulders tone, the back muscles tone. We're not arching too much, but we're kind of just toning across the back body to open the front. And then exhale, drop it forward. Inhale, lift up, tone. Part of opening, when we say like back is tight or stiff, usually because it needs to be toned. Predominantly sitting culture rest to tone the muscles of the back body before they can really be stretched or relaxed. Exhale, bow. Good. Take your left hand to your right knee, push on it, and just feel your spine like a barbershop pole. Try to rotate the spine slowly from the base up, incrementally. Now keep your spine and shoulders rotating, but look back to the front. You're getting a little bit of a different twist in the neck. Breathe here. And squeeze the shoulder blades towards the spine a little bit. Inhale, center. Let's go to the other side, nice and slow. Set up the stage first, and then twist vertebra by vertebra. Trying to feel the spine like a central column, because when the spine is aligned, they say that is sattva, that is balance. When the spine feels balanced. And then turn back to center with the gaze only as you keep twisting the rest of the spine. Don't forget to breathe, nice and steady and even. Just warming up. Good. Come back to center. Let's rock forward, hands and knees. Let's down through your fingers and spread your palms, spread your finger pads, and melt the spine like a trough, like a hammock, through the shoulders so the back muscles tone in. Start to open the throat here, gently lifting the chin. And breathe. Take 1 or 2 exhales through your mouth. Good. We're going to do a little baby push-up. So back the knees up just a tad. Keep your shoulders over your hands. And we're just going to go down any amount. 1. And push back up. So pull your belly muscles in so you're not quite in a hammock shape. 2. Push back up. John mentioned doing 60 push-ups earlier, but I'll spare you. 3. Push back up. 4, elbows in against the side ribs if you can. Belly muscles in and up against the spine if you can. And 4. And this time go all the way down to the mat. Point your toes strong, straight back behind you, and peel up so your back muscles move into your spine. Breathe here. Good. Put the right hand out and the left arm wide as you lift up your right leg. Sorry, lift up your left leg. The left hand goes out, the left leg goes up and across. So you're stacking your hips, opening up the front hip flexor. Breathe here. Good. Rotate back to center. Swim the left hand forward, the right arm out, and lift up the right leg as you pull it across. Breathe here, stacking the hips. Good. Rotate back to center. Push up. And go all the way back towards child's pose. So you're sending your hips towards your heels. As you press the hands down and forward, continuing to open your shoulder. The more you can press the hands down and forward and melt your nose, your chest, and your forehead down, you'll feel an opening in the shoulder and chest. That's okay. Just be mindful that it's supporting the shoulders opening, not straining it. Good. Inhale, come back up to your tabletop pose. Back up to your tabletop pose. And you're going to pull your left knee in like you're going to try to kiss it with your lips. Lift your belly muscles up. Hold it. The shin is floating in the sky. And breathe. And then inhale, extend it way back behind you and lift it. Good. If you want more rigor, you can do this in a down dog as opposed to tabletop. Exhale, pull that knee in like you're going to give it a kiss. Squeezing at your belly. Inhale, send it back again. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, squeeze. We're going to hold it here and try to lift the thigh a little bit higher. Push with your hands to help. And release it down. So activating the core. Sometimes you can add a little bit of rajas if you're feeling tamasic, but too much, and it really just can send us back to tamas or agitate us, give us some anxiousness. Squeeze the right thigh in like you're going to give it a kiss. Lift it up high. So sattva really is the remedy for being out of balance. Inhale, swing the right leg back. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, leg back. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, leg back. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, leg back. Exhale, squeeze it in. Hold it this time. I try to lift the thigh a little bit higher. And then replace it back down. Good. If you've got blocks, go ahead and grab them and walk them over to the right side of your mat. You can just use your hands too. And then step your left foot forward. You can kind of keep it on the straighter side, like you're going to get a hamstring stretch here. You can bend through the knee a little bit and swoop the pelvis towards that heel. And then inhale, rock back, nice and slow. Inhale, bend. Push the knee wide so it doesn't fall in. Exhale, back. Inhale, bend. Exhale, back. And let's just close that down. We're going to walk our hands over to the left side and put the right foot wide. We start with a runner stretch variation. So you're pulling back and then moving with the breath. Just bend the knee, Body's kind of staying still. We're just really working the leg and the hip. See how my knee is not falling out, right? We're falling in. I'm just trying to keep it over the heel. Draw it back. Inhale, press forward. Draw it back. Moving and breathing. Steady, sattvic pace. Learning to work with the gunas, the threads of life. They call these like the energies of the universe, that these gunas, they control everything, not just your moods, energy levels. They control all things in the universe, these three forces. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. It's a nice philosophy. It makes sense. I can see how things can be broken up into those three categories. Step back. Then go ahead and push back, downward facing dog pose for 5 deep breaths. Sink down through your heels. And today, focus on pushing, because we mentioned shoulders and back. Push your shoulders towards your feet. So it feels like you're flattening or elongating the back. Almost like you're thinking about a straight line from your hands all the way to your hips. So you're melting the back of the heart, the back of the shoulder blades down toward the feet as you breathe. You can bend the knees as much as you want here because we're focusing on the shoulder aspect of the pose. Good. Walk the feet forward to the front of your mat and shift your weight into your feet as you inhale and rise up. At this camera angle, I think, is even better here. Good. So from this position, let's take a moment to just work with our shoulders a moment. You're going to take your arms up like a field goal post or a cactus. It's okay if this feels more comfortable on your shoulder, but elbows the height of the shoulder or a little bit below. It's quite all right, whatever works for you. And you're going to press back to feel the muscles fire. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bend your right knee and come up on your left tiptoe. So see, I can tap my toe. I'm going to bend my my right leg. Keep your upper back strong, and then just swing the left leg back and tip forward. Try and keep your back strong, and then come back up. Okay, we're going to do this 3 times. Swing back, and then come back up. So you're using your core and your glutes and your leg strength, keeping your back strong. Swing the leg back. It's in motion. One more time. And come back up. Good. Relax your arms. The upper shoulder and upper back should have felt like they were working that whole time. So you should feel a little bit of fire, a little bit of heating up in that part of the body. If not, make sure you activate the upper back. Let's bring the arms up again for the round 2. Okay, so you can see when I start, I'm more relaxed. The hands are in front of the side plane. I'm going to press them back to activate my upper back. Pressing them back to activate my upper back. Left leg down, right toe, tippy toe. I'm going to bend the knee. Okay. 4 rounds. 1, leg goes back, and then come up. Just keep the squeezing, keep the back pressing with the arms. 2, and up. 3. Good. And 4. Awesome. Relax. When you release your hands, you should feel some heat, some warmth, some of that fresh blood circulating through the upper back and shoulders. Nice work. Step the toes wide enough to cover the edges of your mat. If you are here, and this is because of the shoulder, just keep them here. That's better. Keep working that activation. Or you're going to interlock your fingers behind your head and press back. Notice from the side view, here's where I'm starting. But when I press back with my head and my elbows, they wing back. It opens across the chest. You're going to press your balls of the feet down. You can even lift your heels to activate the pose as you bend your knees and lower down. See how far you can lower while trying to stay along the wall, imaginary wall. I'll turn to the side so you can see. I'm not really letting my spine drop forward. And then press back up. 2 more times. Press back up. Last time, keep pressing back with your head and elbows. Back up and release. Whew. You should feel some of that warmth, some of that rajas just naturally coming in. But we're not doing it like a maniac. We're keeping a pace that is still sattvic. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Press down through your hands. Inhale, stretch your spine forward. So from the side view, you can see, here's a forward fold. Spine is rounded. As I press down through the blocks or a coffee ledge, there's a straight line from my hips to my shoulder through my spine. You can use the camera if you want to check in your own body. This is, again, activating the upper and middle back muscles. Keep this shape. Breathe here. And then swoop the right leg back and hold. Try to almost think that you're imaginarily pressing your heel up against like a cushion, up into the ceiling. So you're firing the leg muscles. Good. Lower that leg down. Inhale, come all the way up. Stretch your arms up. And then exhale, forward fold again. Press down with your hands into a flat back pose. Keep that as you swing the left leg back, and then press it like you're pressing it into an imaginary ceiling, and you've got a piece of paper between your foot and the ceiling. You don't want the piece of paper to fall. Yes, good. Keep it active. Breathe. And lower it back down. Inhale, come all the way up with the weight in your feet before you lift up. Exhale, bow forward. That same sequence again. All the way forward. Push down and extend. Draw the right leg back and hold as you breathe. Keep trying to press that right heel up against a piece of paper like you're holding it against an imaginary low ceiling. Good. Step it back. Center over your feet. Inhale, come up. So we're choosing a pace that's modest, peaceful, easeful, but it's adding rajas, it's adding some heat and fire to balance out that sluggishness. Bow forward. Flat back. Press your hands down. And then draw the left leg back. Breathe here. Too often in life, we can pendulum swing from sluggishness to agitation. The yogic path is one of sattva, where we just move towards balance rather than swinging the other way. Place that foot down, over the feet. Inhale, come up. And exhale, relax. Step the feet a little bit wider, but keep the outer feet parallel this time. Press your hands against your outer legs and slide the left hand down so you're squeezing the left side of your body. Now slowly turn your gaze to look to the ceiling. Breathe here. Sattvic, even breath. Now look down to the outer edge of the foot. And then inhale, come back up. Press the legs against the hands against the legs and slide the right hand down. Turn the head up. Breathe here. And then turn the head down. Breathe here. The breathing is what regulates the asana. It's what communicates to your body that you're practicing in a balanced, peaceful way. If we just let the breath do nothing, it can often make the poses feel sluggish and dull. Come back up. If we really ride the breath, we can agitate the nervous system. Or if we hold our breath, that also can agitate the nervous system. We're working on having the breath communicate to the body how to be in the pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow forward. Step the right leg back for lunge and push through the back leg, stretching through the calf. On the next breath, step the other leg back, downward facing dog. And then inhale, plank. Breathe, hold. Exhale, lower down. And then swoop it forward, cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, lunge pose here. Square your hips, square your legs. And then step to the front of your mat. Inhale, come all the way up. You can reach your arms up or straight out in front and come up on tippy toe. Good. Breathe here. Just gently bend your knees a little bit. And then go up on tip. Stay on tippy toe, but rise. We're going to do 2 more of those. Try not to let your knees pop or crack. Just be mindful of the movement. And then rise up. Stay on tippy toe. Last one, bend. So it's a tippy toe chair pose. And then rise up and relax the arms down. Good job. Sattva is a way of being. It should be already there. These are gunas after all. They're threads of the universe. We shouldn't have to look far for them. They are already there, moving things behind the scenes. Inhale, arms up. As yogis, our job is just to notice the threads of sattva. Exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left foot back, lunge. Squeeze the thighs and legs and hips towards each other. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, lunge. Step to the front of the mat. Inhale, come all the way up. Tippy toe. And then lower down 1. So keep the spine vertical. Up. 2. No knee popping. Up. 3. Up. And then 4. Up. Relax the arms and heels by your side. Good job. Plant the left foot at the front of the mat and step the right foot back about 3.5 feet, so it's slightly turned out. Keep your legs straight and square your hips to the front, the short edge of your mat. Pause and breathe here. Give your feet a chance to get set. Extend your right hand straight out in front of you. You can keep your left hand on your hip, but pull your left elbow and your left shoulder back so you've twisted from your spine. Try to balance and hold your legs firm and steady as you balance here. You can look over your front fingertips as you keep trying to twist the shoulders. Breathe, feel, and listen. Good. Bend your front knee deeply and drop your right hand to the floor or the block, whatever. Stack your left shoulder on top of your right, and you can lift the other arm straight up in the sky. Twisted lunge. Good. Lower that hand down and step to the front of your yoga mat. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands by your sides. Let's do that sequence again. Bend and step your left foot back, toes slightly turned out. Hold your hands on your hips and square to the short edge. Keep your legs straight. Breathe and open your chest. The hands on the hips and the elbows out help open the chest and tone the shoulder. You can activate it, make it conscious. Then extend the left hand out. Just reach out. Good. And pull the right elbow and shoulder back. Mindful of your balancing. You can keep looking out over the front fingertips as you deepen the pose and breathe. Mindful of the whole body's tone. Bend the front knee and drop the left hand down to the floor or block. And rotate the top shoulder over the bottom shoulder. Then you could sprout the arm in your twisted lunge. Looks good, everyone. Bring that arm down and step forward. Inhale, come all the way up. And relax the arms down. Let's do the same sequence once again. Step the right foot back and straighten both legs. Square your hips. You can pause here a moment. This is a pose in and of itself, finding our balance. When you're ready, put the right hand out. Pull the left shoulder back. Breathe. Look over the front fingers as you twist, similar to what we did earlier in class. Good. Bend the front knee. And then lower the hand down. Stack the shoulders if it's available. And if you can, sprout the arm once the shoulders are stacked. Good. Both hands down, step forward. Put the weight over your feet and inhale, come up. Then exhale, step the left leg back. Hands on your hips. Make your legs straight. Moving and breathing, communicating to our mind, to our movement and our breath, that sattva is the guna we are worshiping, right? Sattva is the guna we're practicing. If our posture is tamasic, sluggish, if our breathing is agitating, you've ever seen an angry breather? Agitated breather? Then our mind follows. Practice the movement and the breathing peaceful. So simple. Left hand out and pull the opposite side back. Practicing, moving, existing. There's still strength in sattva. There's still tension in sattva. But there's still ease as well. And calm. Good. Bend the front knee. And then drop the hand. Turn the shoulders and complete the twist. Good. Hands down, step forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, arms by your sides. Good. A balancing pose. You might want to have a wall available, but I think you should be able to you want to do the pose at a pace where maybe you don't need the wall. It's just there if you want to catch yourself. But try to do the pose at a pace that you don't need the wall. What we're going to do, we're going to inhale, lift up your left knee, and then exhale, send it back. And as you send it back, put your arms out as far as they want. And then inhale, come back up, bring the knee up again, and then back down. That's it. That's the movement. So inhale, lift up your right knee. Exhale, send it back. Hands go out as much as you can. It's okay to have your knees bent. Inhale, bring that knee up, and then back down. Go back to the first side. Inhale, left knee up. Exhale, send it back as you reach out. Inhale, back up, and place it down. Let your hands move in a fluid motion. Inhale, right knee up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. And down. Inhale, left knee up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. And down. Keep moving and breathing. Nice and peaceful. Inhale up. Exhale back. Just enough energy to stay connected. And down. One more time each side. Inhale up. Exhale back. So good for our leg strength, our core, back strength. And down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. And down. Good job. Pause and breathe. There might be a little bit of heart rate going here. Doesn't mean it's not sattvic. Just feel and listen. Communicate mind, breath, and body. That you're doing yoga for peacefulness, not agitation, not sluggishness. Take a wide stance on your mat. We'll take a moment here to stretch the inner legs. So you're going to tip your body to your left and stretch the inner left thigh. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Let's come up. Let's go the other direction. Good. Let's convert this into triangle pose. So pivot your left foot out 90 degrees and slide the hand down. Triangle pose. Press through your feet and pull your right shoulder up and back. If you want to sprout the arm today, you can in triangle pose. Breathe even. Let each pose be sattva. Press through your feet. Inhale, come up. Rotate the feet so that the left foot turns in and the right toe turns out. And then slide the right hand down the leg, the second side. And pull your elbow and shoulder back. Breathe in triangle pose. Breathe peacefully. Even breath. Softer breath. You said a rajasic breath can be aggressive, agitating to the nervous system, or holding. Tamasic breath is inconsistent. Sattvic breath is soft, even, quiet. Inhale back up. Turn both feet in. You can even turn them a little more in today so the heel's just a little bit wider than the toes. Bend your knees if you have to and bow forward. Hands to the mat. Press down through your hands or fingertips and extend into flat back pose. Notice again, this from the hips to the shoulders, the spine becomes straight, or the back becomes straight. And from here, walk your hands to the front of your yoga mat. Turn your feet and step back to child's pose. Knees down, hips back. Keep your hands extended out in front of you and melt your ribs and your heart down. Be mindful of how it's opening the shoulder. Don't over press. Good. Come forward. If you have a block, you can use a block for this. And you're going to hold the block in between your hands and grip the fingertips around it so the pinky edge of the hand touches the floor. So from elbow to pinky, my forearm is on the floor. Start with a little Sphinx pose here first. Press your forearm down to draw the shoulder blades down. And open up across your collarbones and crown. Good. When you're ready, tuck your toes and push your knees down so your hips come up. You can stay here in a kneeling forearm plank or straighten your legs. Lift your belly muscles up a little bit to engage the forearm plank. You can use the camera, if I have to make sure that your shoulders and hips are the equal height. Breathe here. Let this pose be sattvic. Good. Drop the pelvis down. Inhale. Open your spine again. Sphinx pose. And one more time. Press down through your feet and or knees and lift back up into forearm plank. Breathe here nice and steadily. The yogic state is easily available. It's readily available, just like the gunas are. Drop your pelvis down. We don't need a flash, an awe, or a wow, but more of just a ah or a oh. There it was all along. A quiet space behind my thoughts. Good. Release the block and spread the fingertips out wide. Press down through the fingertips and pull the shoulder blades back and down as you press up. Good. Looks good. Try to broaden your shoulder blades out through your elbows. Keep breathing. A little bit of physical rigor here in the arm. That's okay. Exhale, release. From here, you're going to roll onto your back. Just right where you are. Don't spin around. Just roll onto your back. And bend your knees so your feet are flat. We're not going to do the full back bend, but we're going to get the benefits from a back bend. So you might have to see the camera for a second if you're uncertain, but you're going to take your hands and you're going to place your fingertips by your ears, by your shoulders. So notice how my palm is facing away from my body. My fingertips are pointing toward my shoulder. And the elbow is up in the sky. Okay, you can really get this wrong and go doing it the opposite, where your fingernails go away from the body and the palm goes toward it. So you got to flip it. A little bit of stretch on the outer, or I guess the inner wrist. You're going to do this in both hands. The fingertips are down. And if possible, walk the hands back so the palms become flat on the floor. This might be enough for your body today, just to feel the stretch in the wrist, just to keep the palms flat. This will already open your shoulder and collarbone. Maybe do the next step, which is to push your hips up and hold with the elbows still sticking up straight in the air. And that's all we're going to do for the first round, is just be comfortable being here. And then lower down. You can rest your arms a second or keep them in the position. You're going to keep your head on the ground today. Keep the back of your head on the ground. You might move a little. But you are this time, if you want, push with your arms to see if your shoulders can get either a millimeter off the ground or 1 inch. Give it a try. Push your hips up and then push. And just use your upper back strength to hold and then come back down. One more time. Lift up your hips. Take a deep breath and then gently push and see where you can get to. Breathe. And then come back down. Good job. Relax your arms. That's a lot of energy. Just rest a moment. I'm going to come check the screen. I feel like you saw what the alignment is, but I'm going to come check. You can try one more round of your version. So place your hands. You can get the palms flat, great. If not, just fingertips, that's fine. That's plenty of stretch. Okay. First thing is you got to have your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, and lift your hips up in bridge, and that's all. And then if you want, just a little bit of arm activation, push with your hands, leave your head on the floor, Jim, and just push and try to get the shoulders off. Yeah, elbows towards each other. Yeah, Just a little bit of activation. It'll build that upper back strength. Looks great. That's it. And then come back down. And you can move slowly like this, really feel the integrity of building that upper back strength. Really good. The next step would be to sort of end up on the top of your head. If you watch the recording, you can see I go on the top of my head. It's just a little bit extra of that push. But in the meantime, the elbows, keeping them up is the perfect place to really build a really integrated upper back. So from there, swoop back around to kneeling pose. Be kneeling on your mat. I'm going to turn. And this time you're going to have your hands up like we did. And you're going to wing, you're going to rotate so the fingertips point behind you. Gently, think about squeezing your elbows forward and reaching your elbows back. I'm sorry, reaching your fingers back. This is going to create that same sensation without the weight on your hands. Can you just feel? This really helps build and open our front while building our upper back strength. You don't have to go back far to integrate those muscles. Whew. Good, relax. Sit your hips back a little bit. If you felt a lot of activation there and that felt new to you, please just do the exact same thing again. The next step is to put your hands straight up in the air and do the same thing, but pull the arms back. It's a little bit harder to activate. So if you're unfamiliar, keep doing the same thing we just did, but you're going to activate the upper back muscles. Breathe. Keep breathing sattvically. You can move deeper in the pose. Then relax. Good job. Step forward and come back up to standing. We're going to do a little bit of balancing now. So now you can, in fact, go to the wall for your wall postures. For this first wall posture, the wall will be in front of you, and you'll have your fingertips on the wall. Put the left ankle on the knee, and the fingertips on the wall if you want to use the wall. My wall is imaginary. Okay? And what you're going to do is as you bend your standing leg, you're going to slide your fingers up the wall until maybe the arms become straight. And you can push on the wall. This will help open the upper back. Yeah, looks good. And now sit. Once you get your hands kind of as high as you think they're going to get, like imagine you had little stickies on your fingertips so you can glue your fingers. And now sit deeper to stretch away from your fingertips and shoulders. Should feel good on your back. Looks great. If you think about it, it's kind of like a downward dog action through your torso. Inhale, come up and release. Yeah, good technique there. Same thing, other side. Right foot on the ankle. Fingertips at the wall, shoulder height. And you start to sit down, slide your fingertips up. Good. When they're at their height, glue them to the wall and now sit deeper or further away. Breathe. Inhale back up and relax. Nice job. Stay at the wall facing you, but be even further away this time. This time, the wall's like almost hard to reach. That's how far away it is, but you can still get to it. And then step the left toes back a little bit. Put the hands on the wall, fingertips only, and push like you're trying to push the wall over. And now pull your left leg up and back Don't move your hands, but melt your heart down. So it's like downward dog with a leg lifted. Yeah, breathe. Breathe. And now try to push your chest into your fingers if you wanted to push the wall over. Good job. You can lift that back like a little higher. Inhale, come back up. Whew, good work. I know I said breathe, but did you do the breathe? Right? Don't make the pose become rajas, become agitating. The way you breathe will communicate the way you practice. The wall's a little bit further away. Step your right toes back. Put the fingers out, nice and slow. You're going to glue the fingers a little higher than you'd think as you lift the back leg. And now press from your heart down and forward as you lift the back leg. Now, what do you do to make the pose sattvic? You breathe sattvically, peacefully. Inhale, back up. Awesome job. Awesome job. Let's do one counter pose here, and then we'll do the whole sequence one more time, I think. You're going to grab the left elbow and bring it over your head. Pull across the body. And gently press your head against that arm as you turn and slightly look up. Just turning the head. Good. Release. Bend the right. Pull the right behind. And press the head. Roll it as you press gently up and to the side. That's the pose. It's a counter pose for that upper shoulder, upper back. Come back and release. Bring the entire sequence again. Facing the wall. Bring the left ankle up. Sit down as you slide the hands up. Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe sattvically as you drop your hips away from your fingertips. Inhale, back up. Mindfully transition the right ankle up. And sit down as you reach up and out. Second side. Breathe sattvically as you drop the hips away from the fingertips. Inhale, back up. Release. Last round. Keep the wall a little further away. Reach out as you step the left back. And then press against the wall with your fingertips as you lift the leg. Good. Melt your heart and push the wall over. And lift the leg. Still breathing peacefully. Inhale, back up. Second side. Reach out, step back, right foot. Engage the pose sattvically. Entering mindfully, exiting mindfully. Dwelling in it mindfully. Back up. So the traps can get a little active here. We're going to do our counter pose from a kneeling position. So you can come down, sit on your props if you'd like, in a kneeling position. Knees together, toes wider. Point the toe. I can feel if I want to stay Sattvic, I actually needed a little bit bigger breath. No stronger poses there. Just watch the breathing. Want a little more air to bring me to balance. Then the breath will slow again. Bend the left elbow. Hold it and pull it across behind the head. That should already be a stretch. Now press and roll the head. Don't lean forward. Press and roll the head. So you're looking up a little bit on the diagonal. Breathe here to release the trap. And release it down. Right arm. Bend. Pull it behind the head. Press and roll to open the pose. And release. Good. Bring your hands out like you're holding a shelf or a tray. Gently pull the shoulders and the elbows back so your chest opens and lifts a little bit. Good. Keep pulling to kind of bow and tone the whole upper and middle back this way. So you can separate the knees just slightly. And then extend your elbows from here so they're back behind you on an angle. Good. This may be enough for your body. Just enjoy it. Just stay here. If not, hook your fingertips or touch your fingertips to your heels, unless your heels are really gross and dirty. Just kidding. Press against your heels and now see if you can lift up. My fingertips came off my heels, but they're not far away, and push up from this shape. Good. Breathe. And then slowly sit back towards where you came from. Nice job. Nice job indeed. Relax a moment. That's called camel pose. We kind of came into it from a different way today. Just let your spine, now just sitting up, let that back bendy shape relax. So there's a little bit of turning and softening on the outer form, but your inner form, let that still be kind of upright. So we're not internally countering it. You might want to soften your head and soften the belly muscles too. You're starting to let that counter action happen. Good work. Slide the props away. Cross the ankles and sit back. Good. You can put your legs out in front for a moment. Today we're going to put the legs straight out. They can be as wide as it feels good for your posture. Okay? As wide or as close as you feels good for your posture. We are going to want, though, for the toes to point up, the heels to be on the ground. And what you're going to start to do is a nice counter, is you're going to flex the toes toward the body. The heels will stay down on the mat. And as you do this, you'll feel that the knee gets straighter and straighter. If that's impossible, you can sit up or just be okay with them being bent. And keep bringing the toes toward the belly without collapsing back. Just sit upright. If you can, don't put your hands down. Try to keep your hands out a little bit. So you're forcing the core and the hip flexors to engage. Now, once we've really toned, if you want, you can start to really extend and straighten the knee. So maybe the heel comes just a little bit off the ground, but it wants to feel integrated in your belly. Don't overdo it. And if you're uncertain, just keep those heels down and work from there. Toes straight up. Looks good. And now relax everything. Just let everything be natural. Whatever happens, happens. Good job. Slowly lie on your back. Move the right leg to the middle and put the left knee on top of the right. If you want to move your hips to the left, you can as you drop your hips. As you drop your knees to the right. So it's like eagle legs, and we're dropping the knees to the right. Keep your shoulders down as you breathe. Roll it back to center and center your body. Center your left foot and stack the right knee. Maybe move the hips over as you drop the knees to your left. Inhale back up. Center yourself. And take both knees into the body. Curl your forehead up like you're going to touch your knees with your forehead. You can rock a little bit side to side or even front to back. Just rolling out the back. Anything that came up from the practice. Then slowly slide your limbs out and open on your mat. Put a lot of space in your throat, armpits, between the thighs. Make sure your body feels comfortable. And rest a few minutes. Rest peacefully in sattva. Stretch your body. And press up to a comfortable seat. Thanks for practicing. Namaste. All right, let's see if I can figure out how to. Wait. All right, I found it.